And we're live. Welcome back to another Commonwealth Sports Betting video. I'm Ethan, better known as Best Pie Bets on Twitter, coming to you from North Carolina, the Outer Banks in Ocracoke. Let's go. With Joe O. Let's go. Here we go. But, coming to you, talking some hockey for tonight. Panthers, Vegas. Decent game one. Pretty surprised how many goals Bobrovsky let up there, but I think you'll see later on what I pick in that. But here in Ocracoke, let's go. So on the East Coast, trying to adjust to that East Coast timeline. So looking at the Panthers versus Vegas on the series money line. This was according to Bookmaker like 30, 45 minutes ago, something like that. But Panthers are plus 199 on the series money line if you think they're coming back down 3-1. Vegas minus 232 on the series money line. So very interesting there. I mean, almost 2-1 you can get with Panthers thinking they come back. I mean, haven't had a home ice game yet, so interesting. But anything can happen. They're used to the situation. They faced the Bruins in the first round. They came back. Who knows what's going to happen here? Aiden Hill, the goalie for the Golden Knights, has just been pretty dominant recently. Crazy number of saves. I don't know if anyone's seen that stick save he did early in the third quarter, I believe, or second. I don't know. I got to double check, but he reached out with his stick, wide open net, and he just tips it, blocks it easily, and it was all the guy had to do was just flick it over the net, flick it over the stick into the net. It would have been a goal, but he read it perfectly, and the guy, all he could do was just try to shove it towards the net, and he couldn't get it through. So pretty cool stuff there. But gonna go to the comp selection a little bit early here. Gonna go have some fish later, so trying to, get this through. But that is his job. That's true, Joel. That is his job to, try to get that save there, but or that shot. No, that just shove it towards the net. I mean, at that point. So you're right. But man, just a little more control there. He would have been able to. Hello from the other coast. Susan Curry says, "Yay! Thanks for wearing the San Diego." Oh yeah, okay. On the East Coast, wearing the West Coast stuff. So kind of confusing a little bit, but trying to look okay, look somewhat okay, right? But thank you, Susan, for hopping in here. But on to the comp selection today. Right now, I believe, let me check on my trusty iPad here, but you can get the under 6 minus 111 on Barstool. Let me double check at another site to make sure it's on the right line. Under 6, I believe. Panthers, Golden Knights. Yeah, under 6 minus 113. Sorry. Under 6 minus 113 for today's matchup here between the Panthers and the Golden Knights. Panthers' last win. The Panthers, so they faced the Golden Knights twice this season. So one in the first game was in January. They lost 4-2. Panthers came back in March and beat them 2-1. So they bounced back with their defense there, with their goaltending. I think Bobrovsky has been lights out for this playoffs. So backing him again. Well, so you're not but bi-coastal, I guess that would work. But But anyway, on to so Hill and Bobrovsky have been amazing, being the two of the top 4 goalies for goals saved above per 60 minutes in the playoffs. Out of the 16 goalies that were in the playoffs, it's a little bit more because there's 16 teams. So out of the teams that played in the playoffs, basically. So I think the only way Bobrovsky steps up here is through his goaltending here. I think the Panthers locked down a little bit more. They realized the Golden Knights' offensive attack is, can be pretty potent, as they saw in the last game. So they're trying to. I think they try to slow it down, be a little bit more defensive, try to pick their spots, try to grind it out. Because in the first game they tried to be a little more physical, hitting them a bunch and a lot of finishing their checks and stuff like that. So I think they continue to do the same, but they don't run as much and try to be basically not let them get any breakaways or anything like that. So they've been amazing. Also, Hill in the playoffs, 93.8 save percentage. Bobrovsky, 93.1. They've been pretty good. Vegas is 11th, and Florida is 12th out of the 16 teams for expected goals for per 60. Vegas is 16th in Corsi for per 60, and Florida is 12th out of the 16 playoff teams. So, again, they don't push too much. They can play the grueling game. They can score, of course, as we can see in the last game. They can definitely score, but out of those, the whole playoff teams, they're not as potent of an offense as other teams that played in the playoffs. So, pair that with, 2 great goalies. I expect a tighter scoring game here. So I like the under 6 goals, minus 113 on Barstool or Bet Rivers right now. I gave it out at minus 120, so I like that. I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, under 5.5 last game. It wasn't plus money, I believe. It was like minus 105, minus 110, so kind of a little bit of an overreaction here. Knights scored some goals that I think Bobrovsky won't let up anymore. So under 6 goals in the Panthers Vegas game. I like to thank everyone in the chat, thank everyone here for coming in, tuning in. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at CW Sports Betting, as well as myself at Best Pie Bets, and Ray at Ray Gray Fox on Twitter. Post updates at CW Sports Betting. Ray has been putting in some nice comp picks in PGA and for placement bets. So gotta make sure to get Twitter, follow him, follow at CW Sports Betting, so any of the comp selections we throw out there for you, free money basically. So what do you think about the Cubs Padres game today? Well, Susan, let me look at it. I'll look at it. I know the Cubs won yesterday, 7-1. Kyle Hendricks versus Blake Snell. I'm looking at it right now. Chicago Cubs, they're plus 150. Padres minus 164. So with the 8.5 total. So I don't even know what to pick in this. Yeah, you were there. There we go. Nice. Awesome way to see the Cubs win there. But I don't know what to pick here. I kind of lean my hometown Cubs plus 150, but it's hard with Hendricks. I know he has a pretty good ERA, but his whip is pretty high. And, I think he's been skating out of a lot of situations recently. He hasn't been pitching a bunch this year because of injuries per se. So 0-1 only, while Blake Snell's 1-6. I think Snell has to win, has to try to throw something good here. So it's kind of a layoff. I think both teams can hit each other pretty well. I think the over is a good play, but I didn't really do anything, but wanted to look at it for you. So you guys have a great rest of your night, great rest of your day. Going on East Coast time, so I'm trying to adjust every now and then. So have a good one. See you guys back here tomorrow, probably same time, maybe 5 p.m. Eastern. So just be sure to follow us on Twitter. Follow myself at Best Pie Bets on Twitter, so you guys know when I go live. I always tweet it out about 4 or 5 hours beforehand. So you guys make sure to follow us. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Carol Ann. I hope you are having a great night. And yeah, let's get this under 6 to cash tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So you guys have a good one. See you back here tomorrow.